Hi everyone. So today was my first day of work, and it was wonderful. I yeah, I got to work with a really nice lady. Her name is Mrs. Heather Jackson. She is a very nice lady, and we got to chat and work at the same time. And right now it's a bit of volunteer work, and we're just checking to see if this is what's a perfect job for me. So, yeah. But in celebration of my first day of work, I thought I'd read The Wonderful Wagon to you guys. It's a Muppets book, and it was written by Richard Chavant. I don't know how to pronounce that. I'm so sorry. And illustrated by Joe Ewers. Before we get started, I just want to read this little message on the back. One of the most important gifts parents can give to their children is an understanding of positive values. The Positive Values to Grow On series will help children learn about values such as honesty, friendship, sharing, responsibility, love, and self-esteem. The delightful stories in this series features Jim Henson's Muppets, an entertaining adventure that not only provide gentle lessons, but also provide reading pleasure. I'll let you guys pause that if you want. Pause and read that if you want. Yeah. So, here we go. Jim Henson's Muppets in The Wonderful Wagon. One day, Piggy and Kermit went out to Fozzie's house and found him in the backyard by a pile of wood. "My dad doesn't need this old lumber," Fozzie told his friends, "or these wheels. He said that we could use them to build a wagon." "A wagon?" said Kermit. "Great! Our very own homemade wagon!" Piggy said. "And I know what kind of wagon we should build." Ooh, sorry, Doc. Okay. "It should have big tail fins!" Piggy exclaimed as she picked up a piece of wood. "And it should be really long," said Kermit, grabbing a hammer and some nails. "Well, I think it should have 4 seats on it," said Fozzie as he lined up the wheels. Which of these wagons would you guys build? I would probably build Kermit's, but you guys can let me know in the comments. The 3 of them began to work, but soon they started to argue. "Hey!" Fozzie said to Kermit angrily. "You can't put the wheels there. That's where the handle goes." No, interrupted Piggy. "The handle goes on that side. This is where I'm painting my special wagon design." As they worked, things got worse, and Piggy and Kermit both wanted to use the screwdriver at the same time. Fozzie didn't like the way Piggy was building the sides. Ooh. "This wagon is a mess," said Kermit after a while. "It's not my fault," Piggy snapped. "You wouldn't listen to me." "If you guys hadn't argued so much," said Fozzie, shaking his head. The wagon was a mess. It wasn't what any of them wanted it to be. The wheels were on funny, the sides were crooked, and the whole thing looked like it was about to fall apart. "I'm sorry I ever thought of this," Fozzie sighed. "Having trouble, kids?" asked a grown-up voice. It was Fozzie's dad. I forgot to show you the picture. I'm sorry. Okay, it was Fozzie's dad. Our wagon's no good, complained Fozzie. That's too bad, Fozzie's dad said kindly. Maybe you kids are just having some cooperation trouble. Cooperation trouble? Piggy asked. That's not so unusual, Fozzie's dad answered. Let me tell you a story about it. This is why I love these stories. Once upon a time, a long time ago, there were 3 carpenters. The 3 of them were good friends, but they didn't know how to work together. So they just didn't know how to cooperate. One day, a terrible giant came to the town. He was huge and mean, and he stole everything he could carry. I wonder if that's their imagination. The kids' imagination. Who will save us? cried the people of the town. I will, said all 3 carpenters. So they set to work. Each one of them had a different plan. The first carpenter built a tall wooden fence all the way around the town. But the next morning when the giant arrived, he just laughed and climbed over the fence. The second carpenter built a large wooden cage. When the giant came to town, the next morning the carpenter dropped the cage over him, but the giant just laughed and broke it to bits. The third carpenter built a very large box. The next morning he told everyone to lock their valuable things inside it. But when the giant came to the town that day, he just laughed. Nice box! And lifted it onto his shoulders and carried it away. Finally, the 3 carpenters put their heads together. Not one of us can stop the giant alone, said the first carpenter. No, said the second one. But if we work together... And I think I know how, said the third carpenter. So the 3 of them set to work. There was no time to argue. By the next morning, they were ready. That day, when the giant came to the town, he found a huge chair, plus a table piled with high food and drink. On the table, there was a sign that read, For the Giant. This is more like it, said the giant. He sat down to eat. Finally, he had put his head down and took a nap. Oh, could this work? Let's find out. Just then, the 3 carpenters leapt out from their hiding places. The chair was actually built on a wagon. Quickly, the 3 carpenters pushed the wagon down the hill into the river. And so, Fozzie's dad said as he finished the story, the giant floated away down the river, never to be seen again. The 3 carpenters have defeated the giant by cooperating. Wow, said Fozzie. It's a good thing they learned how to work together. That must have been a great wagon, said Kermit. I wonder if we could build one like it. Why not? Said Fozzie's dad. If 3 carpenters could cooperate then, 3 carpenters can do it now. I'll build the seat, shouted Piggy. And I'll put on the wheels, said Kermit. And I'll build the platform, added Fozzie. I think I'll cooperate with your mom and help make supper, said Fozzie's dad. And so the 3 friends spent the rest of the afternoon building the biggest, most wonderful wagon ever. The end. Let's talk about cooperation. Cooperating means working together. Fozzie, Piggy, and Kermit learned a lot about cooperating from the story of the 3 carpenters. Cooperating isn't always easy, but it can make things go a lot smoother. Here are some questions about cooperation for you to think about. Was there ever a time when you needed to cooperate with someone? When was it? Did cooperating make things go easier? Did you ever have trouble cooperating? When? What made it hard? Can you think of ways you need to cooperate every day? Who do you cooperate with and how? Well, if you guys enjoyed this, please leave a like on this video and hit the subscribe button. And I'm looking forward to making more videos and working some more tomorrow. And it was a great first day of work. So I hope you all have a great day. Stay blessed out there.